Happy New Year. I can't believe we've finally come to the end of 2024. 2024. Hey, Macy is here this morning. Good morning, Macy. Gen X is in the house. Maha, thank you so much for the heart puffs. Mean Believe is here. Macy says, I have an appointment today, but I figured I'd stop by. Oh, that's so awesome. Thank you so much for stopping by, Macy. We've all been missing you. So, good morning, everybody. Queen 530 is here. Um, for all you subscribers, I know you're going to be super excited over on TikTok because you have new stickers today, just in time to ring in the new year. Cindy is here, Frostbit Sweetheart. Good morning. So, I figured for the last day of the year, I'd work on this new stitch that I learned. It looks the same from both sides. This is called the spiked sedge stitch, which is quite a mouthful, and I'm sure I will mess it up a bajillion times today. Hey, Marta, good morning. Mary is in the house. Good morning, everybody. Happy New Year. I can't believe this is my final live of 2024. First of all, I'm just amazed that this year has flown by. But this is the time of year, the last day of the year, I like to kind of take a moment and reflect back on all of the things this year. I'm kind of a positive person, if y'all didn't pick up on that. And I think to myself, what are all the things that I did this year? What were the accomplishments? And I think about some of the things that maybe didn't go as planned as well. But I tend to kind of stay more on the positive side of the spectrum, I guess you could say. And this has been a big year for me. And I feel like as I was laying there in bed this morning, I was kind of going over things in my mind, thinking about, all that has come and happened. And um, it's been kind of a big year for me. So anyhow, I hope you guys are all feeling kind of the same as you're in the feels of getting ready for what the coming year is going to bring, 2025. I'm very, very excited. Hey, Decia, I probably pronounced that wrong. I apologize, but thank you for being here this morning. Um, Today I'm working on the spiked sedge stitch, which you can see here. And this is going to be a little baby blanket. It looks the same from both sides. And I am using ice cream yarn. And I put the links for everything on the link tree. I saw first Mikey do this on the Crochet Crowd. He released a video and just a couple weeks ago, and it was the spaced spiked sedge stitch, 4 S's. And I thought to myself, there's no way I can come on the live and say that many times. Talk about a tongue twister. And so, anyhow, I kind of got to looking around, and I found a stitch that is it's a very similar to what he was doing. However, you put this little half double in here. So I'll get into this stitch some more as we go along, but it's a very simple stitch. And like I said, I put a link on the link tree, and um, the gal that I like to do these stitches with, she's a new one that I have found over on YT. And for the life of me, I'm drawing a blank on her name, but it's like uh, I might have to look on the link tree. Maybe somebody else could look on the link tree for me and tell me what it is. Um, oh, you normally watch on YT, and I'm Deborah Kane. Oh, Deborah, so nice to see you on TikTok. How exciting! So thank you, thank you. Yeah, for those that don't know, I am live on both platforms this morning. And so anyhow, and as I'm thinking about it, one of the things I did in 2024 is I made the link tree. So I came live for the first time. That was a big thing for me. And I did that back in July. And then, of course, I made the link tree so I could share all the patterns with you guys. And then we made the Discord. I got that all set up. I watched a lot of YouTubes and learned a lot about that in 2024. And I'm no expert about Discord, but Macy is here this morning. Macy moderates our Discord for us. And it's just a fun crochet group. And so if you want to get on the Discord. There's links on the Discord, but I feel like that was kind of a big learning thing for me. And another big like technology thing for me was setting up a live stream of my bird feeders. I had wanted to do that for a number of years. In the past, I've used always blink cameras or game cams, and I wanted to set up something that just went all the time, that I could tune in and watch my birds when I was sitting at my desk or if I was sitting here crocheting, and just kind of have that. And that was a big, big learning curve for me. I learned OBS Studio. Now, again, I'm no expert on OBS Studio, but that's the software that it takes to stream. I tried uh, three different cameras before I found one that I really liked. And that's the one that I'm using right now. And so that was a big thing. And then I thought, oh, I want to set up a camera to watch my deer come in. And so then I set up a second whole live streaming situation over on YouTube. So that was a big accomplishment for me in this past year. Um, I did the mosaic granny square for the first time in 2024. And of course, you guys saw me get to make that a lot. I learned a lot of new stitches. I learned this stitch I'm doing today just a couple weeks ago. And so that was a big thing. I created the star granny square, which you guys haven't even seen that one. We got to wait till it gets closer to 4th of July, but that was a big accomplishment for me. And the heart granny square, I released a video of that over on TikTok and on YouTube. And I got that figured out, so that was kind of a cool thing. I made the ruffle bucket hat for the first time. That was a big thing. Annie Key said I finished my first baby blanket for the pregnancy care center. Yeah, that's awesome. Congratulations. What a great feeling. I did myself quite a few blankets to give to the babies down there in Florida. I don't remember what the final count was. I know this last time was 9. So I feel like that was a big thing I could be proud of. I made my first wheelchair blanket in 2024. And my first ear warmer, those were really fun. I enjoyed doing that. And I had never made an amigurumi ghost. We did those on Halloween. That was a really cool project. And then I used glow in the dark yarn for the first time. I've always been too cheap, you know. I'm kind of a cheapskate that way. And so I think that was really fun. My first pumpkin, we did those for fall. Um, so many things as I sit here and think about it. One of my goals this past year was to organize my yarn room and set up shelves and kind of get my stash under control, if you will. And I think that was a big thing. Gillian said, I finished more projects in 2024 than ever before, hoping to do even more in 2025. Yeah, that is a big accomplishment, right? It's amazing all of the things that we accomplish throughout the year, and this is a great time as we look forward to the new year to sit back and reflect on those things, and then reflect on some of the things that maybe didn't go as planned, right? Because there's always going to be those things too. I had big goals with my market bags in 2024, and I didn't do very good with my market bags because of the handles. I really suffered some setbacks there. I was doing so well getting those kind of cranked out, and I I uh, I just feel like I could have done better with those. Mary said I learned how to crochet for the first time in 2024. Mary, what an amazing accomplishment! You've got to feel so good about that. I know we have other people that learned to crochet in 2024. How very, very cool, you know? So it's pretty amazing. I'm feeling again humbled today as I sit here with all of you. Coming live was such a big thing for me in 2024. Um, I never in a million years thought I'd have 1,000 or more followers, and here we are approaching 10,000 followers on TikTok. It is mind numbing for me, really, absolutely. But with that being said, we are going to have a 10,000 follower giveaway. It's going to be a celebration. I'm not going to advertise this. You got to hear about it on the live. But what I'm going to do when we hit 10,000, and I don't know where we're at this morning. I know we needed over 100 this morning when I came on the live. And so I don't know that we're going to hit 10,000 today, but hey, it could happen. I see new followers popping up on here. So thank you for the follows. When we get to 10,000, I'm going to make one of those cheesy videos that says, hooray, we've made it to 10,000. Thank you so much. Love you, friends, and all of those good feeling things. What you're going to need to do is you're going to need to like the video, comment on the video, congratulations, whatever you want to say. You have to comment on the video, and then we're going to use one of those comment pickers and pick a winner. And I'm going to give away a blocking board. It's the one, I got it off Amazon. It's the one I use myself. I really like it. It's wood. It has a stand. It comes with all the pins. It's like a 50 some odd buck uh, uh, blocking board. So for the 10,000 follower giveaway, and you've got to be following me on TikTok. Now, I know we have people that are watching over on YT. This is for TikTok only because that's where we are nearing the 10,000 followers, which again, absolutely, as I look at this year, it just absolutely boggles my mind. Never in my wildest dreams did I think that all of you would be interested in what April in Alabama is sitting here crocheting every morning. You know, it's one of those things that's like, say what? How many people are watching me today? uh, it is really kind of crazy as I think about it. Meme said, April, finding you in 2024 was one of my biggest accomplishments because I've learned so much from you. Thank you so much. You know, that's kind of why I wanted to do this is to, you know, make friends. I don't live in a very big community, and it's not like I'm going to go be social before work. And I thought, oh, it'd be fun to maybe meet some people, right? Maybe meet some people that are in the fiber world, fiber artists, whatever you want to call it, crochet community, people that are like minded, have like interest. And again, never in my wildest dreams did I think I'd be sitting here saying, we're this close to 10,000. And each one of you has just made such a difference in my life. Hey, Karen, good morning. Let's see. Queen says, I have been reunited in my crocheting because of you, Miss April. Wow, that is so cool. So, so cool. Hey, Maggie, good morning. Alicia is here. Let's see. This is a Lion Brand ice cream. I love to use this for my baby blankets, but it's by Lion Brand. I get this on Joann. You can get it off the Lion Brand store on Amazon. There's a number of places you can get it. But this yarn that I'm using today, sorry, I've got it in the bag still. I buy 3 at a time. When you buy 3 at Joann's, they will seal them up in a package like this, and then I just cut a little slit. You all know I have my puppy dog, and yeah, he sheds. He's a little pit bull mix. He's over there sound asleep this morning. Or early. I guess it was like 11 o'clock midnight. He was out there roaming around. I could see him on the cameras. But this is the colorway birthday cake, and so Veronica said, when I started crocheting, I never realized how huge the crochet and knitting community is. I know. I think crochet and all of this for a long time. I don't know that it's any bigger today than when I first started crocheting. I have my suspicions that it has always been the amount of people that it is today. But we didn't have the social. I can't remember how to do this corner. I gotta look here. Okay, so I did that, and then I think I chained 2. We're gonna find out right now. Um, so I think now that we just have social media, you know, it's one of those things that now we have access to each other, whereas before we didn't. You know, when I learned, I think maybe it's only a chain of 1. I probably should have paid more attention to what I was doing this morning, but I don't know. I was busy, y'all. I was just doing my thing. Had to get my coffee, how to, you know, feed the dog, things like that. Let's see how this looks. Oh yeah, that's right. I'm going to talk about this stitch in a little bit. I'm just sitting here reminiscing, guys. Uh, it's you know, I get in my feels this time of year as we're coming up on the end of the year. It's just, I don't know, it's just super cool to reflect back and think about all the things that we've accomplished this year. And I just think it's so cool that I met all of you, right? And I get to hear all of your stories and hear what projects you're working on. And before I started going live, I didn't have that. I didn't have a social um, way of like showing my work and all that. I gotta turn down this heating pad. It's too warm on my back. When I first sit down, there we go. I'm so cold. Oh, there we have the new stickers. Aren't those fun? Alicia said, I would love to meet you in person. I know. I think about Mikey, like with his crochet cruises and all the social stuff that he does. It's pretty cool. I don't know at some point if we get to that, where we have like a meetup or something, or if somebody's in the area, and we pop by and get a coffee or something. We don't have very many coffee shops, but you know what I'm saying. So anyhow, I don't know, it's just really, really cool. And I don't know that we'll get to 10,000 subscribers today, or not subscribers, followers. You just have to be a follower to participate in the 10,000 giveaway. But we've been known to get more than 100 followers that are new on the live before. So we'll just have to see. But today, what I'm doing is the spiked sedge stitch, and it's a variation of the sedge stitch. And I'm going to kind of show you three different ways to do this, okay? So if we take a look here at what I'm doing, let me try to get it close up here so y'all can see. Hopefully it'll focus. And so when we have the sedge stitch, it's a very easy stitch. And I'm going to do, this is just going to be a little baby blanket. But you can see here how these little stitches drop down. And those are the spikes that we're doing. And it kind of goes in these little rows. And it looks the same from both sides. So you get the little spiked effect on both sides. So I did a starting chain, and forgive me, guys, I do not remember my starting chain that I did. But I put a link on the link tree. And the gal, I watched Mikey first do it, but I found a different gal that I really liked the way that she teaches. Her voice is very soothing to me. She does a lot of just stitch tutorials rather than like full patterns. And I put a link on the link tree. So if you go to the link tree, look for this pink blanket, click on the pink blanket, and that'll link you to her YT video. And she'll tell you the increments that you have to do to start this particular stitch. So basically, I did a chain row, and then I did a foundation row that was the sedge stitch without doing the spike. And then on the third row is where I started doing the spike. Okay, so you're gonna have to do a little homework on this one, and watch a video to if you're wanting to start one of these. But the way you do the stitch is you can kind of see here, you're going to skip 2 stitches, and I'm going to go into this third stitch here. And this third stitch is the single crochet of the row below. And so I go into this stitch and I do a single crochet. Then into this same stitch, I do a half double crochet. And then I do the double crochet, and I'm doing a spiked double crochet. If you are just doing the sedge stitch, you would go into this same stitch and you would just do a double crochet. Then you would skip 2 and then go over here to your third stitch and do your single crochet. So when you do that, the sedge stitch, it kind of leans to the side because you're forcing this to kind of stretch and fill that space. And so that's how come you can do the single, half double, and then the double. And the double then kind of looks like it's leaning. Now, that is your sedge stitch, okay? Now, the way that I'm doing this is instead of putting my double crochet here in this same stitch, I'm actually going down into this row below, and that is what is making this have a spiked shape. So again, I just go down in there, pull up my stitch. It's still a double crochet, but it is causing this like crossover effect to happen. And so that's what is, I think, really cool. So then again, I skip over here and I do a single crochet, again, half double. Now, instead of putting my double into this same space, I go down here into the row below and I do my double down here in the row below. So this is a very easy stitch to just sit here and crochet and not have to think. And it's putting, like I said, it's putting the texture on both sides. And it's just a really kind of fun stitch, but I'm not having to do a lot of thinking or anything like that. And when you go over here and do your single crochet, again, it kind of pulls that to the side. And so it's a very tight woven look to this pattern. It looks a lot more complicated than it is. It's very easy. No, this is not the Hugs and Kisses blanket. This is just the spiked sedge stitch. But I do feel like it's a great stitch for a baby blanket because you can see it's there's not a lot of like holes or anything in it. I also think in doing this, if we were to do just the sedge stitch, let me do some of the sedge stitch here. Sedge stitch. Oops, I pulled that out. And just instead of doing the spike, let me just show you guys some of the sedge stitch so you can kind of see how that works. Okay, so again, if you just wanted to do the sedge without the spike, you would skip 2 and then go into this stitch with a single crochet. Then you would do a half double. And now you would do, again, your double crochet right into that same space. Skip 2, go into the third with a single crochet. Then your half double, and then your double crochet. Skip 2 into the third, single crochet, half double, and then your double crochet. And then over here, I'm just going to kind of pause here, okay? So that way we can kind of look at these side by side. So you can see this is where we were doing the spike over here. And then all of this is just the sedge stitch. So you don't have that dramatic like tail that kind of comes down. So you could really do either stitch looks really cool. I'm going to pull this back out. Now, the video that Mikey released, he was doing the spaced spike sedge stitch. Again, that's a complete mouthful. The way that you do that one is, again, you go into the first, you skip 2, go into third with a single crochet. Then Mikey did a chain 1. So he skipped the half double part. And then he did his spiked stitch down here in the same spot. So yarn over, go down into the row below and do your double crochet. And then, so it has basically a skip. Then he would come over here and then do his single crochet, chain 1 instead of doing the half double, and then do your double crochet spiked stitch down into the row below. I'm going to do a couple more of these so you guys can kind of see this. So you can see how all 3 stitches kind of work and how they look a little different. Again, skip 2 into the third, single crochet, chain 1, and then do your double crochet into the row below. So this is the spaced spike sedge stitch. It's, I would say it's a little looser of a stitch. When you have that half double in there, it makes it a little more squishy. And so I like all 3 of the stitches actually. I can see myself doing a baby blanket with any of these stitches, any of the 3 variations. So again, this is the spike sedge stitch. It sits a little flatter and it's not quite as puffy. But I am doing what is called the spiked sedge stitch. This is the spaced spiked sedge stitch. So I'm going to pull that back out. But that kind of gives you an idea that it is a very versatile kind of stitch. And it's kind of cool. So again, the way that I'm doing this is I'm going to skip 2 into the third stitch here, single crochet. Now into this exact same stitch, half double. And instead of doing my double crochet into that, I'm going to drop it down into the row below. Drop it like it's hot, drop it like it's hot. Sorry, I can't do this stitch without thinking about that song. Isn't that crazy? I know I'm old. Maybe some of you all know that song. Anytime I do anything that has like a drop stitch, it's like I think of drop it like it's hot. Oh, yeah. Lord help me. Uh, this is what you all get when you tune in every morning. Whatever comes to April's mind is coming out. Even if it's an old rap song, I think it's considered a rap song. I don't even know what year that was from. I had to have been in high school, maybe college. I don't know. Anyhow, I'm glad you guys appreciate my humor. I'm glad somebody does. uh, um, poppy seed, I started with a just a chain, and I don't remember how many chains it was, but I just did a starting chain, and then I came back and I did a sedge stitch. And then on my third row, I started doing the spiked sedge stitch. But I linked the tutorial for this on my link tree, and I gotta look at Veronica's. It had to be early 2000s. Yeah, I graduated in '95, so that had to have been like, I don't know, early college. I dropped out of college though. I was going to community college there in Prescott, and I met my ex husband. I was 19, and he lived in Vegas. He had come to town to visit one of his friends, and we met up with my girlfriend, and we started talking. Now, back then, there were no cell phones, and so we were doing the whole long distance calling thing, which got very expensive. I was working at Little Caesars as my job, but I was going to school there and college and community college. I was just doing your basic courses or whatever. And anyhow, we just were talking more, and I think I moved to Vegas within, I want to say, like 3 months. It was very rapid. It wasn't probably the best decision of my life as we sit here at the new year. Looking back, it was not a smart move on my part. I dropped out of school. I ended up working there in Vegas, but there were some pluses to it. I started working in the printing industry in '95 because of my ex husband. He was working at a print shop there in Vegas, and that's where I started. And never in my wildest dreams did I think I would be in the printing business as long as I have been. But it has been a wonderful career for me, and I really love my job. You guys have heard me talk a lot about my job. And I would not be doing it if it wasn't for meeting my ex. And so, yeah, I did do that in '95. I got married in '96, and then I got divorced in 2010. So it's been a number of years that I was divorced for a couple years before I met my new husband. But I did go back to school in 2006, and I finished college, and I all of the credits that I had taken there in Prescott actually were transferable still, and so that was good. I had gotten a lot of. I was a very good student, and um, I worked hard, and like I said, I was working full time plus going to school. I think I was usually taking a minimum of 12, but a lot of times I was taking 15 and sometimes even 18 credit hours per semester. And so I really was working hard before I met my ex. And anyhow, I went back to school. I got my degree at University of Phoenix, and then I got it in business management. So I have a bachelor's in business management. And like I said, I went back and did that. I started going back in 2006 is when I decided I was going to go back to school. When I hit 30, turning 30 was a very, very difficult time in my life. Um, Mentally, I was not where I wanted to be. I just envisioned my career being different. I was in a very unhappy marriage. I was pretty miserable. And I remember turning 30. It was kind of like I got to make a change because I was just miserable. I was miserable in every aspect of my life. And as we sit here thinking about the new year, it's okay to make changes in your life. It was a big thing. It was a big thing when I got divorced. It was a big thing when I decided to go back to school. It was one of the best decisions that I ever made. It really was. It empowered me. It got me out of the rut that I was in. I was in a big rut. It was very rewarding to have interaction with different people in my life that I met with school. I went to the campus and I met people I didn't do online. Online was available then, but I wanted the experience, right? I wanted the interaction, not just with my peers, but with the professors. And I thought it would make me more disciplined. I'm always kind of a disciplined person. I'm sure you guys have kind of picked up on that. But turning 30 was, I would say, kind of a rock bottom moment for me. And we all kind of have different waves in our lives, right? And different things that impact those. I'm not a psychologist, or I don't profess to be all knowing or anything. I can just only speak from my heart about my personal experiences. But that is how I changed that 30s rut that I felt. Is I made difficult choices and I changed. It was very expensive to go back to school. I made an effort to put money towards that, and I still am paying for my college loan today. I do not have any regrets, not a single one. I don't know that it necessarily got me more money in my life. Um, it got me more into management, so I guess probably it did for my career wise. It was a good move. Um, but it got me out of the rut. It really built my confidence up. And of course, getting divorced was a big thing, and just making a mental decision that I deserved more. I deserved better. I deserved to be treated better. I deserved love. We all do. And so I wasn't in a very loving relationship. It wasn't, I wouldn't say necessarily abusive. Like, he never, hit me or anything, but it was mentally pretty abusive as I look back. And he would say things like, "Are you going to get your, blank off the couch today and do something?" Well, I was sitting there crocheting. Now I don't have that. If I want to sit here and crochet all day, my husband never says a word. He never says, "You're going to get in there and do the dishes," or "Why are you not doing anything? Why are you just sitting there?" He just lets me do my thing. And so that is a big change in my life. Um, but it wasn't easy, that decision. It really wasn't easy. But looking back, it was a really good thing. I would still be in Phoenix, Arizona, in a rut had I not made some of these changes in my life. And so it's not necessarily that you have to make drastic changes as we look towards the new year. Also, you might just appreciate where you're at in life too. I'm at a point, I'm appreciative of where I'm at. I don't think that in the coming year I need to make a bunch of drastic changes. Will I set some new goals? Sure, Will I do some different things? Yeah, probably. We'll just see. I'm not a real huge like goal setter, I guess. But I do kind of, think about things that I want to accomplish. And the coming year is, of course, different for everybody. What's good for me might not necessarily be, good for you or good for everyone else. But it is a really cool time to reflect back on the past year and the coming year. And I don't know, I'm excited. Oh, I have to show you guys though. One of the things I did decide to do in 2024 is some of you guys know this, but I decided I was going to keep every single skein of yarn that I crocheted, and my bag runneth over. This is how much I crocheted in 2024. I am going to sit down probably tomorrow, and I'm going to look at every single tag and see how many yards it was. So this one, for example, was 254 yards. And being the numbers kind of person that I am, I'm going to add these all up. And I want to see how many miles I crocheted in 2024. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. So I know it's kind of a dorky thing. Other people make temperature blankets or something new. I'll never do a temperature blanket, but collecting my labels, this has been so fun for me. And there are so many in here, guys. I am excited to see how many miles I've crocheted. So maybe all of you want to see how many miles you crochet in 2025. Does anybody have a guess how many miles they think I've crocheted? It's a lot. I know it's a lot. So, yeah, I'm kind of cool. I'll tell you guys on Thursday how many it is. Aniki said I'm doing a temperature blanket. Hey, Lefty, good morning. Hi, Caroline. Sorry, guys, I missed some of the comments this morning. But for those that are just hopping on, I wanted to mention once again about the 10,000 follower giveaway that I'm doing. I don't know when we're going to hit 10,000 followers, but it's going to be within the next week or so, probably, I suspect, if we continue on the pace that we're on. And I don't know where it's at right now. Maybe somebody can look, but I'm going to give away a wooden blocking board. And the way we're going to do it, I'm going to make a video that says, "Hooray, we've hit 10,000. Thank you all so much for the love and support." That kind of video. And I'm going to post it on TikTok. Now, if you're watching me on YouTube, this is a TikTok subscriber, or not subscriber, follower giveaway. Okay. So if you're over on YouTube, I'm sorry, this is not going to be for you, but you could come over to TikTok if you wanted. I know some people don't like that platform, but that's what the TikTok giveaway is going to be on. So what you're going to need to do is on that video that I post, like it, and then make a comment. And we'll use a comment picker to pick one random comment. So, congratulations, thank you, it's been a fun, whatever you want to say. Okay, does not matter. Um, I am not announcing this other than on my lives, okay? Because I don't want a bunch of spammers and that kind of junk that comes along with doing a giveaway. So you've got to be following me on TikTok, okay? And you got to comment. And we'll let it go for like a week, okay? But we have to get to 10,000 first. But I wanted to start announcing it now because never in my wildest dreams did I ever think that we would get to 10,000 or anywhere close. Yes, and in the United States, please, in the US, because I'm going to send it from Amazon, okay? If you want to see what it is, you can look on the link tree. One of those crochet lists on there has the blocking board that I like. And so, anyhow, it'll be a really fun thing. But, I don't have any sponsors or anything, guys. I just wanted to thank, you guys for all of the support, especially as we're coming up on the end of the year. Caroline says we only need 92 more followers on TikTok. So anyhow, we're going to get there quicker than you know it. I didn't think we would get there even relatively close, but to close this much, but this is the last day of the year, so I don't think we're going to get there in 2024. But you never know; things could happen. Thank you so much for the party hats. That was really fun. Thank you. And all of you subscribers, I hope you all saw there are new stickers for you I made. There's lots of New Year's stickers. If you guys want to try out the new stickers on the live, they're lots of fun. Mama Wheeler is in the house. Hey, Mom. Good morning. Um, everybody, all the OGs are here in the house this morning. So, um, I hope everybody has a wonderful New Year's. If you guys are celebrating tonight, please, use a designated driver. Be safe. My husband and I, honestly, we haven't really rung in the new year in a lot of years because I like to get up the next morning and crochet, and we're not really that big of drinkers. I might have a cocktail tonight, but we'll see. I used to tie them on pretty good when I was younger, but I'm at an age now where I'm a little more laid back, and I don't know, even just staying up till midnight is kind of a stretch for me. So maybe I'm maybe I'm not the only one that's like that anymore. Uh, But uh, yeah, I don't know that I'll be up at midnight tonight, if I'm being perfectly honest. So anyhow, sorry, the stitch that I'm doing today, guys, is the spiked sedge stitch. This is what it looks like. There is a link on the link tree if you want to check it out. This is just a stitch pattern. I'm doing a baby blanket, so I've gotten this far on it. I might come on at some point and work on this again, but today I am using the Lion Brand ice cream yarn, and this is the colorway birthday cake, and it's really beautiful. This stitch, I feel like, really lends itself to this yarn. It gives nice subtle changes. This pattern is the same on both sides, and I'll talk about this stitch in a little bit, guys. We're kind of all just catching up and talking about New Year's. But I will talk about this. And like I said, there is a link on the link tree if you guys want to check it out, to the YouTube where I learned how to make this stitch. And it has the spike pattern on both sides. So that's really cool. It's a very, very easy stitch, very relaxing. I'm not having to think. I'm not having to really count. I'm just kind of doing my thing. And I thought it would be a good pattern for today, not to have to do a lot of talking, but to be able to come on New Year's and just kind of reminisce about the past year, and kind of chat with all of you guys, and just, be able to say my thank yous for the past year, because this year has really blown me away. Never in my wildest dreams did I think that I would find the kind of support that you all have shown me, and just the love that you all have shown me. With the passing of my dad, just everything that has kind of transpired this past year has been really, really cool and very rewarding for me. And I think the other part, I've said this before, is not just everything that you guys have done for me, but how good you are to each other, right? It's not just about me, it's about the relationships that you guys are building from meeting each other here. I know some of you guys talk and you're friends and you're following each other and you're supporting each other. And that part is really cool as well. So, thank you guys so much. It's as I'm just again humbled as I think about this past year, and all that I've kind of accomplished, and um, it's been really cool. It's been a really fun year. All the different patterns and stitches and projects, and just setting up the cameras has been such a big thing this year for me, and I'm so proud of myself. Like, it was a struggle getting those live bird feeder cameras going and stuff, and I'm sure there'll be lots more fun stuff coming in 2025. I don't know what all those are going to be. That's part of the journey, trying to figure those things out. So, uh, anyhow, I hope you guys are all having a great week so far. Um, let's see. I missed one of the goals. I'll be staying in and doing as little as possible. That's part of the thing, guys. It is cold out there, right? And I don't want to have a flare up, I don't want to go, if go out in the cold. Shauna said, I finished my sweater. I'm going to wear it tonight. So excited. Cinderella, thank you, thank you. So anyhow, if you are going out, be safe out there tonight. I want to be able to see each and every one of you back here in the coming year. So make good choices out there. This is your mom speaking. I'm 49 now. I don't have any children other than that silly little dog of mine. But make good choices today if you are going out and celebrating. And just be careful out there, okay? Especially with black ice and all that kind of stuff. Not even just with drinking, but just if you're gonna travel, and I'm not saying not to. You do you, right? Live it up. But we all want to see you guys back here in the coming year. So that's all I've got to say about that. Um, anyhow, yeah, Shauna said, absolutely, everyone make smart choices. Yes, indeed. I think a lot of us are to the age now where we just kind of do that naturally. So, with that, I know we've got some people that are curious what the heck stitch I'm working on today. So let me talk about this stitch. Like I said, there are links on the link tree if you want to make this pattern. This is not my pattern, it's just a stitch. This is called the spiked Sedge stitch, and that's really hard to say. It's kind of a tongue twister. The yarn that I'm using today is the Lion Brand ice cream yarn. Also, there are links on the link tree. This is the colorway Birthday Cake, and I'm making a little baby blanket. I think this stitch lends itself very well to this yarn. This is a 3-weight yarn, and I'm using a size G6 hook. The pattern is textured on both sides, so you can see this is the little spikes that are coming down. It looks the same on the other side. And so it looks really pretty as a reversible blanket. I'm going to come back and do a fun border on this. Not sure what I'm going to do, but probably a shell border or something. And this stitch is really easy to do. And I'm going to show you guys 3 different ways to do this stitch just to make it really good and confusing. But you all are smart cookies, so I know you'll follow along. So the first thing I'm going to show you is how to do the sedge stitch. And the way you do that is you're going to, I started with a starting chain. And guys, I don't remember how many of the chains I did. I just made it so that it was like 30 inches wide. Okay. Then I came back and I did the sedge stitch. And the way that I did that is you skip 2 stitches into the 3rd stitch. The 3rd stitch kind of dips down here. I do a single crochet. Into this same space here, I do a half double. And then into the space again, we do a double crochet. Then I'm going to skip 2 and over into the 3rd stitch. Again, I'm going to repeat single crochet, half double, double crochet. Skip 2 into the 3rd, single crochet, half double, double crochet. This is the sedge stitch. So if we look at this, you can see the way that this stitch works, because this one is long and we're stretching across 2, it forces it to kind of lean over, lean back, lean back. You know, it's like one of those, and it's really kind of a cool stitch. So it kind of flows and makes it lean into the other stitch, and then it makes it snug. So it's a very secure like pattern. There's not a lot of holes in it, right? It's very a tight kind of weave to it. Now, if we look here, you can see this is where I'm doing the spiked sedge stitch. And I'm going to pull these sedge stitches out so I can show you how to do these spikes. Okay. Again, very, very easy. Same exact concept. Goodness, I'm losing my words today. As what we just did with the sedge stitch. We're going to skip 2 into the 3rd single crochet. Then we're going to do a half double. Now, instead of putting our double crochet into this stitch here, we're going to drop down here to the row below. And we're going to do our double crochet there. So into this stitch, I go all the way through, grab that loop up, pull it up kind of tall, yarn over, pull through 2, and yarn over, pull through 2. So instead of up here, we're just dropping it down. Skip 2 into the 3rd single crochet. Now we're going to do our half double crochet. Now again, instead of putting the double crochet here, we're going to drop it down immediately below. So yarn over, go down into the row below, grab that loop, pull it up, yarn over, pull through 2, and yarn over, pull through 2. Skip 2 stitches, again, single crochet. And of course, those are still leaning like the others, but that is how we're getting this really cool spike, and it shows on the back as well. Okay, so this is our spiked sedge stitch. Okay, I'm going to pull this back out, and I'm going to show you a 3rd way to do this stitch. This is called the spaced spike sedge stitch. And the reason why I decided not to do the spaced spiked sedge stitch is because I didn't think I could come on here and say it over and over again for an hour and a half. It's too much of a tongue twister. So here, but I'm going to show you how we did it. Okay. So I'm going to do skip 2 into the 3rd with a single crochet. Now, instead of doing your half double, chain 1. Now I'm still going to do the spike stitch down here into the row below. And again, this is the spaced spike sedge stitch, skip 2, and then the third, single crochet. Do not do the half double, chain 1, and then do your spiked stitch, your spiked double crochet, and then skip 2, single crochet. So the spaced spiked sedge stitch, you can see these 2 stitches here do not include the half double. This one here has the half double. These are a little puffier, I guess I would say, but this is a nice option if you don't want to use as much yarn and have it as poofy, although it's not really poofy per se. It still fits pretty flat, but it has a nice feel to this. It feels thick and but not too heavy. It has a really nice feel to it. So anyhow, there are 3 ways to do the sedge stitch, and I'm going to resume now with doing the spiked sedge stitch that I've been doing. So again, single crochet, half double crochet, and then spike it down into the bottom with your double crochet. Skip 2, single crochet, half double, and then drop it like it's hot right down here into that row below with your double crochet. So again, spiked sedge stitch is what I'm doing today. And there are links on the link tree. Shelby, I do not remember if it was an odd number of chains. I did this a couple weeks ago. I started this and I didn't take notes. That is one of my goals for 2026. I know Queen always tells me I need to get a little notebook or something. I think it's Queen that tells me that. And I'm going to try to do better in the coming year about making notes about what the heck I'm doing. I feel like Anvil sometimes knows more about what I'm doing than I actually do. And Anvil and Gen X are the moderators here. I also just wanted to take a moment to give a shout out to Gen X and Anvil. These 2 gals really are amazing to, just help me answer questions for all of you. Like I said, never in my wildest dreams did I think we would have all these people following and watching in the mornings. And I really couldn't do this without the 2 of you. You guys are really awesome. And also, while I have you both here, and Macy too, I don't know if Macy is still on, but can you guys DM me your email address? Because I have something to send you, all 3 of you. So please DM me when you get a second your email address, if you would be so kind. I just have a little thank you for this 2024 year as we come to a close. I wanted to do a little something for each of you. So thank you. Um, let's see. Uh, Elsa's crafts. I don't know if this is in multiples of 3. I know that sounds horrible. If you go to my link tree, okay, for those of you that want to know how to make this, go to the link tree. There is a fabulous gal, and I can't remember her name. Uh, you could DM me on TikTok or Discord, whatever. Either way, Gen X, whatever's easy for you. That's totally fine. Just somehow get me your email address. Um, if you go on Rich Texture, thank you, Queen 530. I have started following this gal over on YouTube. Her name is Rich Textures, and I am really enjoying the heck out of her channel. I think she is fairly new. She doesn't have a lot of followers. It's a few thousand, but I love her voice. And I love her way of explaining stitches. And I linked her over on the link tree. So, guys, if you're new to my channel, first of all, my name is April, and welcome. Um, I'm really glad that you found us. We have a fabulous little group here. If you every day I try to update the link tree. So if you click up here in the corner on the little dog, a bar will fly up the bottom. Click on the dog again. That will take you to my profile on TikTok. Once you're there, you will see an HTTPS, and then it says Linktree. If you click on that, you will see a picture of this pink blanket, and that will take you to the Rich Textures video where she will explain how many chains to do for your starting chain and walk you through the very beginning of this stitch. I just more wanted to come on today and kind of show you this stitch because it is new to me. and I'm enjoying it a lot. I'm really enjoying it. It's very relaxing. I'm using the ice cream yarn by Lion Brand. This is the colorway birthday cake. And there's links for this as well. I get this at Joann. If you buy 3, they will vacuum seal it in these little, well, not vacuum, seal it in these bags for you. And then I just cut a little slit and I work on it until I get my blanket finished. So that's a little bit about the pattern and whatnot. So I am coming up here on the end. I've done my very last stitch. And I'm going to go into the final stitch here on the very edge, and I'm just going to do a single crochet. This is how you turn. Then I chain 1 and I turn my work. And this chain does not count as a stitch. I go back into that first stitch and I do my single crochet. Then I do my half double. And then I do the spiked stitch. So I am coming way down here and doing the double crochet and spiking it down. And then I am going to move away from this edge. So then I skip 2 into the third single crochet, half double, and then again I'm going to start doing the spike. So yarn over, don't go into this space here, go down into the row below, and then do your spiked double crochet and continue working in that fashion all the way along. So it's a very, very easy stitch. I'm not struggling with the edges, keeping them straight. A lot of times that is a big challenge. It's very clear and obvious where your ends are. And so I like that. Of course, you could still use your stitch markers if you want. But that's one thing some of the blankets I've been doing lately with my baby blankets are a little more complex and the edges are a little more of a challenge. And I just knew we would be talking about New Year and reminiscing back on 2025. And so I wanted to do something that was, I didn't have to think a lot, right? I could just crochet and, ramble on about, the things of the past year and kind of reminisce back with you all this morning as we wrap up 2024. I can't believe this year has almost come to an end. Really, really amazing. I got to brag on Mama Wheeler here this morning, though, guys. For those that don't know, if you're new to my channel, Mama Wheeler, who's on here, is my mom. And my mom has taken back up crocheting after watching me. I finally have peer pressured her into it. And she is working on a little ocean waves blanket. And she has another blanket that she's working on that's kind of more of a squishy yarn. She's using the plush yarn. Mama Wheeler can tell you the yarn that she's using. But Mama Wheeler actually has 2 projects in the works for crochet. Who would have thunk it? My mind is blown. I'm so, so proud of my mom for taking back up some crocheting. Now, I don't know if she'll always be crocheting. She's not like me. She has a lot of other different stuff that she does, embroidery and all these other. She just finished a beautiful painting out on her patio. It's like palm trees and the ocean. So my mom is very talented, a very, very talented lady. But I'm so proud of my mom in 2024 doing some crochet. How cool is that? So, very exciting. And I know we have some people here who have either gotten back into crocheting or taken up crocheting for the first time. So, I just wanted to say congratulations to each and every one of you. Very exciting accomplishment that you have done in 2024. And I hope you continue the journey in 2025. It'll be another rewarding year. So, I'm certainly very excited about the coming year. Thank you for the follow this morning. If you are new to my channel, my name is April, and I come on live every Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday mornings at 7 Central Time, and I stay on until 8:30. At which time I hop off and I have to go do my 9 to 5 job. So I do work full time and crocheting is just my hobby. But I like to come on here and share the stitches that I'm doing and I don't know, chat with you guys all. And it's been really fun. I started going live July 5th was my first time this year. And I feel very proud of the fact that I actually did go live. And it's been so rewarding. So, again, just a really cool feeling as we kind of wind down the year. Um, very big accomplishment for me personally. So, I just love it. And I love that all of you guys are here together. So, yeah, I'm really loving this pink yarn. It's really, really pretty. Yeah, I have to work today, Amy. I don't know if our office will be open all day, but I do not have to work tomorrow. So, as far as the live schedule, guys, I am not going to go live tomorrow. My husband does not have to work, and my husband is a New Year's baby. So, Mr. Wheeler here in our house will be celebrating his birthday tomorrow, and I just want to spend the day with him. I don't know that we have any plans or anything. I'll try to maybe go out to dinner with him. Maybe we'll go down. I don't know if anything's going to be open. It's actually kind of hard having him have his birthday on New Year's because a lot of times places are closed. Especially in our small little town. So, if the steakhouse is open, I would like to take him down to the steakhouse and get him a good supper, maybe an early supper tomorrow. So we'll just see. But I do have a little gift for him. And, he might, I don't know, he might want to work out in his shop or he might just want to. Have a lazy day around here. He doesn't have to work. And so, anyhow, I'm not going to be live tomorrow. However, I will be live on Thursday. And I have not made the event because honestly, I can't decide what it is that I want to work on. I'm thinking I might work on the heart granny squares on Thursday. For those that did not get to see the heart granny squares that I'm doing, there is a link on my TikTok or a video on my TikTok that shows how to make these. Sorry, I got a wild yarn over here. But we made these heart squares, and I have a lot of them that I just need to outline. And so I think I'm probably just going to work on the heart squares. This is what the finish looks like. There is a pattern on a video on YouTube and also on TikTok of how to make these. So I think I'm going to work on these on Thursday. Um, so anyhow, I think that's kind of what is on my mind. But the other project that I have going, um, let me see if I can get it here. You guys know I started that hexagon cardigan that I didn't like. I didn't enjoy that project. I'm not doing it. And so I am reusing that yarn and I might do this on Thursday. I'm actually doing the study of snow with it. And I think this might be the Afghan that I use for the county fair this year. And so I'm really loving the purple. This purple is just absolutely beautiful. So I might do this on Thursday. This yarn is so soft. Um, do you guys have an opinion? Do you want to vote on what I'm doing on Thursday? Anvil, are you in a position to make a poll? Should we do the hearts or should we do the purple? You guys vote. You guys decide. I will do either one. I will tell you, I've been working a lot on my new pattern that I made for my dad. That pattern is the With Love pattern. And one of the biggest things that I accomplished this year, I got to brag on myself because I'm very, very proud of myself for doing this. Hearts or the purple one? Hearts or purple? This is the study of snow. Hearts or the purple? You guys decide. Or yeah, Gen X, if you can do a poll, if somebody could do a poll, that would be awesome. But guys, I finished yesterday my With Love diagram. And this pattern is on the link tree. It's under the Patriot blanket. And I am very, 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 very proud of myself. I set a goal for myself in 2024 that I wanted to learn Illustrator, Adobe Illustrator, and learn how to make diagrams. As you guys know, I do not read patterns, but I do read diagrams. And I thought as I'm making these things, I can make diagrams and then I can show you guys the diagrams. And so this is my very first completed diagram. Like I said, it is on Linktree. And I crocheted so much red heart over the weekend, you guys. I literally got a burn on my finger from doing so much in those 4 days. So, um, some of the projects that I have in the works, which this is going to be upcoming, we've got the American Patriot. This is a veteran's blanket I'm doing in honor of my dad. This utilizes the With Love pattern. The pink blanket is going to be a wheelchair blanket. Again, same pattern, different yarn. This is ombre yarn, same pattern. I'm also doing another wheelchair blanket. Thank you for the hand heart. Thank you so much. This is, again, same pattern, different yarn. I'm doing some variegated. This is also, I like it better from the back. Again, same pattern, the With Love pattern. I'm going to be doing this pattern a lot in 2024 as my chevron. It works up perfect size for a wheelchair blanket. And so lots of different possibilities. But I was just really kind of cruising along on all of these over the holiday, the Christmas holiday. And again, we're going to be seeing a lot of this as I start working on this in the coming weeks, kind of getting some of these finished up, but I will be coming on and working on these blankets in the next few weeks. If you want to look ahead, like I said, this pattern, there are links on the link tree for the Patriot. I'm doing this blanket live on the 7th. And so, anyhow, everybody, there is a poll on TikTok up in the upper left hand corner. You guys vote for what you want to see me do on Thursday. Here are the choices, okay? We can either do the purple Study of Snow. This is a pattern by Mikey at the Crochet Crowd. The reason I started this blanket is because my finger got so indented and cut up and burned. I had to go with a smoother, softer yarn. So we can either do the Study of Snow. This is a rectangle. I turned this pattern into a rectangle. It's not a real big rectangle, but we will can either do this. This is the yarn. Somebody was asking about the yarn. This is the Premier Anti-Pilling Everyday Worsted Gradient Yarn. This yarn is, in my opinion, the most beautiful gradient yarn on the market today. It is soft. Now, with that being said, I have not tried Lion Brands, but hands down, I love, love, love this yarn. Or we can do, here's choice two, we can do the heart squares. Okay, so those are your choices. Okay, the poll is closed, and we have the winner is purple by 64.29%. So we will be working on the purple blanket on Thursday. It's just such beautiful yarn. I just am loving this. What do you guys think? Do you think for county fair this year, this would be a good entry for my Afghan? Do you like it that much? What are your thoughts? I'm curious. I really am kind of leaning towards it. I just feel like the stitch is subtle. I love the texture of it. I feel like it really lends itself to this purple yarn. If I could use one word to describe this, it's regal. This blanket is just regal. And I just feel like it's really, really pretty. So really leaning towards it for um, my county fair Afghan entry this year. But let me know your guys' thoughts. Everybody's saying yes, yes, yes. Guys, I have missed a lot of comments today. As you all know, I will go back and reread all of the comments, okay? If you are new to my channel, if I miss your comment, please know I am not trying to overlook you or ignore you. It's difficult for me a lot of times to get to all of the questions. The moderators here do an amazing job of trying to keep me on track and focused, and pinning all of the comments. And so, anyhow, if you are a new follower, welcome. My name is April. I'm glad you have found us. and we have a fabulous little group here. But no live tomorrow. We will be back on Thursday. And I have made a decision about the subscriber giveaway for the month of January, what that prize will be. If you are a subscriber, I will announce that on Thursday. I don't have the example of it here. I want to show you what I've chosen. And so, anyhow, it's going to be some yarn. And so, if you are a subscriber, we will be doing a January giveaway of some yarn. Okay. And thank you guys all so much for supporting me on the channel this year. All you subscribers really go above and beyond. A lot of you guys are here every day, commenting and just having a good time. So thank you, each and every one of you. Um, Premier is from Premier Yarns. If you just Google Premier, there is, and if you go on the link tree, there might be a link still to it on the link tree, but this is the colorway purple tones, and you have to buy it from Premier. I don't know that they have it anywhere else. Here, I'll open this bag up because I'm pretty much done. If you buy if you buy 3, they come sealed in a package. Okay, if you like your yarn sealed like I do. But this is the Premier Everyday Worsted Gradient. This is the colorway purple tones. This, in my opinion, is the best gradient yarn on the market. You do not see any of the color changes. It is smooth changing yarn. It's anti-pilling, so it's great for apparel if you want to. I started out making this a cardigan, and I'm just not that interested in making a cardigan. But it does work up nice if you wanted to do a cardigan. Here's what it looks like in the cardigan. I'm going to rip all this out, but this is the hexagon cardigan that we started. You can kind of see how it looks. So I'm going to reuse this yarn, and I am making a study of snow, and we'll do this blanket on Thursday on the live. But the color changes are subtle. You don't see any color changes. This yarn is phenomenal. Premier, in my opinion, again, I'm not an affiliate of Premier or anything. I just tell you guys what I think. It's incredible, the color changes that they've done with this yarn. I have done this in their sky tones, which is a blue, yellow tones. I've done another blanket with that. I did a baby blanket. I also in my stash have their hot pink, the pink tones. I have not done that yet. And then of course the purple tones. I can't remember if I bought their green tones or not. I think I didn't. But anyhow, if you're interested in the Premier yarns, just Google Premier Yarns. They're a great yarn company. So anyhow, uh, let's see. New poll is up. Should Purple Study of Snow be 4-H project entry? So 4-H is for the county fair. So up here in the corner is a new poll. Thank you so much, Anvil, for making the poll. Should I enter that blanket in the county fair? As we look forward to the 2020 or 2025, as we're coming up, I'm trying to think about what my entries should be. Am I going to do an amigurumi entry? Am I going to do a holiday entry? What is my baby blanket going to be? What pattern am I going to choose? What yarn am I going to choose? And all of those things. And I think I have chosen my yarn for my baby blanket. I need to order it though, and it's a special yarn that I have not used before. So I'm not 100% certain. I want to get it in hand and kind of feel it. I'm always looking for something that's kind of wow when I do my county fair entries. And so, anyhow, I kind of have been noodling on that a little bit. Um, Queen, where can I find your With Love pattern? So if you go to the link tree, this is the With Love pattern. If somebody wants to try this out, I would be so, so grateful. So there's 2 places. I posted, this is a PDF. I posted it on the Discord. I also posted a link on the link tree. If you look for the American Patriot blanket, it's the red, white, and blue Patriot blanket. There is a link to this diagram if somebody wants to try it out. Here's the other thing that I did about this pattern. All of these rows are interchangeable. So let's say, for example, you do not like doing the cross stitches. You could skip the cross stitches and not have to do those. Let's say you don't like the spaced out double crochets. You could skip those stitches. You don't have to do them. If all you want to do is double crochets with the single crochet, you could do only that. You could interchange however you want. And as I'm working on these different colors and stitches, I'm mixing up all of these rows. You don't have to follow it in order of the pattern. So all you have to do is make sure you're doing what I consider the texture rows, which are your odd rows, and your single crochet rows, which are your even rows. I also put on here the best size for a wheelchair blanket. It works out really perfect for 35 inches. And so, anyhow, if somebody wants to try it out, that would be really cool. I would love that. But I am going to be working on that more as we go along. Let's see. Have you ever done the study of Christmas cookie pattern? I have not. Is that one of Mikey's patterns? It sounds like it is. Is that the one that's in the round? I know he did one that was in the round, like a circle, and I haven't done anything like that. Um, I haven't really had a use for a blanket that's in a circle, and that study of Christmas cookie may be one. However, I was thinking I could make one if I made the center ring big enough and maybe use it for a Christmas tree skirt. However, my challenge is I really like my Christmas tree skirt that I have. It's one of those gaudy things that's like sequins and velvety, and so uh, so I don't know. I don't know if I probably should make it just because I love Mikey and support Mikey so much. Everybody said 100% yes, the purple should go into the county fair. Okay, so nobody said no. So I guess that is a done deal, let's say. So I've got to start working more on that purple blanket because that will be the Afghan this year for the county fair. The regal blanket that it is. Thank you for the roses, Kimberly. Good morning. I would be interested in testing if you're looking for testers. Amy, the link is on the link tree if you want to try it out. I've never done anything like this, so you guys guide me. I don't know if anybody wants to test it out and try it. I say go for it. If you find problems or if I've screwed something up, be sure and let me know. Um, like I said, I don't have a written pattern. I don't know how to read patterns. So I have no intention of writing a written pattern. The only thing I'm going to do is that diagram. And of course, when I'm working on it, I will come on and I'll talk about the diagrams and how I use the diagram. And I will try to make it so that everybody, can kind of learn. But if you want to try that chevron blanket, feel free. Like I said, the pattern is there. The pattern is also on the Discord. I shared it yesterday with some pictures. If you're on Discord, it's in the general chat section of the chat room. So the pattern is there as well, and it's a PDF that you can just download to your device or your computer and print it out. So anyhow, I know I'm going to be working on that more in the coming year. So anyhow, let's see. Mom went to wear your tree skirt party. Mom went to wear your tree skirt party. Yeah, some of those tree skirts are pretty fancy. So anyhow, let's see. Yeah, Sarah, the pattern's there if you guys want to try it. Anyhow, too much fun. Too much fun. What a You can enter all sorts of categories, right? Yeah. So the county fair, um, they have all sorts of categories that you can enter. So last year I entered. Most of you guys know this. I entered a total of 9 things. I entered a bedspread, an Afghan, a baby blanket, a baby item other that was a baby rattle. I did a hat, which was a baby hat. I did a Christmas item, which counted for my holiday. Right? Oh no, I did the ghost, which was the holiday. What else did I do? There was 9 things I did. Oh, Accessory, I did the market bag. That was the one that won the best of show, was the market bag. And thank you, Amy, for the roses. I appreciate that. Uh, let's see. I'm having a hard time joining your Discord. Maybe I'm doing something wrong. Um, uh, can somebody share the link for the Discord on the chat if you are able to? Um, I might be able to do it. I'm not sure. Um, it's hard for me to do that stuff while I'm crocheting. I can't believe it's already 8:25. So anyhow, guys, as we have, let me just make one more announcement here before I get off. If you are just joining on, when my channel gets to 10,000 followers, not subscribers, followers. We're very close to 10,000. I don't think we were getting there today. I didn't think we would hit it. I knew it would be close. When we do get to 10,000, I am going to do a 10,000 follower giveaway as a thank you to all of the followers. And it's going to be a blocking board, a wood blocking board that you can use for blocking your granny squares. It's a really nice blocking board. I use it myself. It has a nice stand. There's a link to it on the link tree on Amazon. I will make a video that says, "Hoorah, we've made it to 10,000. Thank you for all the support." Something of that nature on my TikTok. This is a TikTok follower giveaway. I'm not making any video announcing this. I'm only announcing it on my lives. I do not want to get a bunch of spammers and all that kind of stuff. So if you want to be included in the follower giveaway, you will need to find that video and I will announce it. It's not been made yet. We're not at 10,000 yet. You will need to like the video and then you will need to comment. We will use a comment picker. It does not matter how long your comment is or what your comment is, but it will randomly pick one person who has commented on that video and we will leave it open for like a week or so. Okay, so I'll make the video, you will comment, then we will choose the winner. And like I said, the winner is going to get one of those blocking boards for blocking your granny squares. This is something that I'm giving from my own heart to say thank you. I don't have any, uh, you know, people that support me or anything financially with this. I just wanted to give back to all of you that have made such a difference in getting to 10,000. All of the times that you come on here and like and talk and chat and send hearts flying up the screen and share the live and all those things that you guys do. And it's just my way to give back. You need to be in the United States. I have to limit it to that. You need to be following me on TikTok. You do not have to be a subscriber of my channel, but you do have to be following me and you will need to comment on that video. So, anyhow, I hope that's exciting to you guys. Like I said, I don't know when we're going to hit 10,000. I know we needed over 100 this morning when we got on the live. But I expect in the next week or so, we're probably going to get to 10,000 followers here on TikTok. So it's a fun way to start out the new year. It just happens to coincide. Never in my wildest dreams did I think in 5 months we would hit 10,000 people that wanted to tune in here and say hi and chat and follow me and watch me crochet on TikTok. It's absolutely mind blowing to me. So it is kind of a cool thing. And I am very proud of the fact that all of you do come on here and talk to me and are such great friends. It's really a very, very humbling and cool thing that has happened in my life in this past 2024 year. And I'm really, really, really looking forward to the coming year. I can't express it enough. I've got a lot of projects rolling in my mind. I don't know what all it's going to include. I don't know what projects we're going to do, what we're going to accomplish, what I personally am going to accomplish. I'm sure it's going to be a lot of fun, though, whatever it is. And I'm very, very excited for the coming year. With one last thing, guys, if you are celebrating tonight, the new year, please be safe. Please make good choices. Please use a designated driver. Watch out for black ice. Do all of the things. We want you here with us in the coming year. So please be be careful out there, okay, if you are celebrating. And I hope you all are looking back on the wonderful year that we've had in 2024. I know some of you have had some challenges. I personally have had some challenges, with the death of my father and some of those things. And I reflect on all of those things as well. But in all, for me personally, 2024 has been an amazing year. And I hope it has been for you as well. And I hope the coming year is very good to each and every one of you. So, with that, I'm going to say Happy New Year and sign off. And I will see you on Thursday in the new year. Bye for now.